Welcome to the Yukon, North 61. We're going to look at a couple of Hilleberg tents. You can't find these tents in Canada, but there's two of these for sale in Whitehorse at Changing Gear, and I thought I'd show them to you. If you're interested, go see Patrick at Changing Gear, and they're on sale, and I'll have details at the end of this video. This is a two-man Hilleberg Nammajt 2. It's a black label tent. Means it's made of 1800 weight fabric. It's their strongest tent. It's just over 6 pounds. It's a tunnel tent, and let's take a look at it. Then the match with the label. It's a two-man tent, about 6 pounds 7 ounces, with label attached. Black label has 10mm poles. Okay, we can stake down the corners because we're doing this on a base of snow. This is a 4-season tent. I'm going to use these type of stakes rather than the stakes that came with it. Okay, that's the basic setup. Lots of tie points. Like all tunnel tents, this is not a freestanding tent. It's a simple tunnel tent. It's the simplest design. This is the Nammajt 1800 weight fabric, way thicker than most fabrics. It's triple silicone. It's supposed to last 2 to 3 times as long as other expedition tents. Very, very burly. Where they lose the weight is with making the tunnel design. So this is the door vestibule. You got all sorts of room in there for packs and stuff. And there's the door. So let's see what this baby looks like inside.
Hi, Greg.
Hello.
Pretty good.
So I lost a little bit of footage there. What you would have seen is there's a vent system in both those tents. It's very, very similar. It goes from the foot to the head. And there's screened vents that give you a really good cross flow. Cut out the condensation. On the Nammajt, there's a zippered closure that you can close off. There isn't such a thing in the Nallo tent. The other thing is the length. Although it's 86 inches long, it has a steep, fairly steep angle on the back wall. And that means as you go up on your pad, if you're over about 6'2", you're going to get a bit of your bag, if it's a puffy bag, will actually start to touch that back wall. I'm 6'3", I could just barely notice it. If I was 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", it would start to become more of a distraction. So for super tall people, this is probably not the tent. But for people 6'2" and under, I think it's fine.
Hi, Greg.
Nammajt 2, black label, Hilleberg tent. The tent people. This is the Nallo 3. It's the red label, a little bit lighter, 1200 weight fabric, 9mm poles instead of 10mm poles. You'll see a little more wear. It's probably, I would say, in good condition, as opposed to very good to excellent condition. 5 pounds 3 ounces with its little label. So that's a 3-man tent, red label. Okay, here's the 9mm poles. And comes with a repair pole as well, which is a nice little idea. Very similar tent. It does have 2 different size poles, unlike the Nammajt, which has 2 identical poles. So one pole has a little red dot, which corresponds to the red at the back there, and it's wider. It's the exact same length. It's got a very similar vent system. And this door, it's got a much bigger vestibule.
It's inside.
This is why I had the snowshoes on, doing a bit of post hole in here. So, yeah, cost of these tents. So, brand new, US, the Nallo 3 red label tent is $855 US, which is $1208.66 at today's exchange rate. And it's for $700 and some. I'll put it down here. I can't remember exactly what Patrick is selling for at Changing Gear. The Black Label tent, which is about the best tent you can buy for ruggedness, toughness, that really strong fabric. It's totally bomb-proof, properly guyed out to go through a hurricane. These tunnel tents have a long history of four-season use, of being very strong when they're properly set up. You need a little knowledge to set them up right. It's $860 US, $1,215 new, and it's with Patrick at $900 and some. And again, I'll put it down here. So come and take a look at these tents at Changing Gear, your Whitehorse destination.